The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
I'm sure most of you know, and I don't have to tell you, that these are not particularly bright days for the human race. And there are multi-level stories here. There's the sort of full macro of the world pandemic. There's the micro of how our individual lives are being affected. And then sort of in the middle is how our specific country is being led, or maybe more accurately, not led, and lied to daily by the president that we elected. I mean, not me personally, not many of you either, but as a country, this person that we elected. And we're going to be looking through all of these multi-level lenses and perspectives today. But I want to start with what is increasingly the largest and most destructive source of disinformation around the virus, which is unfortunately Donald Trump himself. Donald Trump's press briefings, which we've been covering live, and I hope that you've been joining me for some of them, are riddled with lies and attacks on journalists, and are pushing out actual doctors and scientists who are trying to tell us the truth, trying to help the situation, and instead filled with Donald Trump telling lies and insulting people. And the number of official cases in the United States is exploding. Of course, the more we test, the more cases we find, because we've been so behind on testing. The number of deaths is climbing every single day. And we can't even get straight answers about, have you sent ventilators to hospitals? How many? Have you sent masks to hospitals from the stockpile? You talk about testing capacity coming online. Every day you say, by the end of the week, we will be here. And then at the end of the week, we ask you and you say, well, let's not really focus on the numbers. We are bringing on additional capacity. And over the weekend, Donald Trump added worse to worst by unleashing a historically unhinged tweet storm riddled with propaganda and signaling that the White House is fully switching from 50-50 propaganda and policy to deal with the virus to exclusively propagandizing around this pandemic crisis. So let's look at some of the highlights. And because Donald Trump has almost nothing on his schedule these days other than a daily briefing, usually one call with governors or one call with FEMA. Today, I looked at Trump's schedule this morning. All he has is a briefing at 5:30 p.m. Eastern today and lunch with Mike Pence. That's it. That's all that Donald Trump is doing. he has a lot of time to tweet. Trump tweeting a completely fact-free video from Fox News propagandist Jesse Waters with the comment in all capital letters, Chinese virus fact check, Trump attacking governors, Trump attacking any governor who says, hey, Trump might not be doing enough here, saying governor of Illinois and a very small group of certain other governors, together with fake news, CNN, and Comcast, calling Comcast, MSDNC, shouldn't be blaming the federal government for their own shortcomings. We are there to back you up should you fail, and always will be. In the midst of this Trump retweeting about 10 propaganda tweets from Republican Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, also riddled with disinformation and lies and political posturing rather than dealing with the public health. To call it a crisis seems almost not strong enough. Trump then tweeting a thank you to right-wing extremist channel OAN, One American News, which has been tossing softball questions at Donald Trump during the coronavirus hearings, saying, thank you, Jen Pellegrino, OAN, for throwing him a bogus question, of course, about how everyone is just being so unfair to him during the recent press briefing. Now, this next one I want to be careful with because it actually requires more analysis, which we will do later. Trump tweeting about a possible treatment for the virus, saying hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin taken together have a real chance to be one of the biggest game changers in the history of medicine. Like, that's completely hyperbolic. We're going to talk about that as a possible treatment, but that's so hyperbolic. Trump saying the FDA has moved mountains. Thank you. Hopefully they will both work. Hydroxychloroquine better with azithromycin. International Journal of Antimicrobial Agents. Be put in use immediately. People are dying. Move fast and God bless everyone. We'll deal with that in detail later. So what we realized, as if we didn't know it from the last 38 months, what we realized over the last 3 days is we're in a real crisis now. This is not lying about the deficit. This is a real crisis. We don't have a leader. We have a confused 70-year-old man who has no idea what's going on, doesn't listen to medical experts, thinks he knows more. And this is not a game anymore. Now, it already wasn't a game when kids were in cages. I understand that. It hasn't been a game for a while now. But there's a new dimension in which this is no longer a game. Trump needs to step away from COVID. Let Anthony Fauci take over. Appoint Obama's Ebola czar, Ronald Klain, as COVID czar. Trump must be removed from the presidency. But if not that, he has to be distanced from the COVID fiasco. And this is one of the things I want to dig into now. There's no doubt that it's really easy to just criticize without offering an alternative. And it's also much easier to see things in retrospect than in advance. Now, on Twitter, more and more people, some in good faith, have been saying to me, some are trolls, some are acting in good faith. You know, David, you're doing a lot of criticism, but what should Donald Trump have done differently to better deal with the pandemic? So that's what I want to talk about now. Now, if you want to just say any hindsight analysis is worthless, well, okay, then you can click off and go somewhere else now. But we actually do have some very specific things to talk about here. So there's the big picture and then there's the micro. First of all, before we even deal with the specifics now, as a general thing, Donald Trump never should have disbanded the pandemic response team, and he never should have cut funding to the CDC. This is what they are supposed to work on all the time. We don't know when the next pandemic will hit. And Trump said back when he cut the pandemic response team, said we don't need to be paying for people that aren't really needed, that aren't really doing anything right now. We now know why they were needed. That pandemic response team never should have been eliminated. Now, let's get to the specifics of the here and now. Back in December, when this started, we now know that inside government, they were already discussing it. Immediately at that point, you say, if X happens, we ban travel. If Y happens, we do this. You have parameters for when will you start shutting down travel based on what takes place. Instead, Trump didn't do that. We were persistently behind the curve. And despite the fact that he's bragging about how early he did these things, that's not true, okay? You also, back in December right away, you then figure out How many masks do we have? How many ventilators do we have? How would we distribute them? You probably start distributing them in early January to be ahead of the game. By mid-January, there were already hundreds of cases. That's when you start getting the masks and ventilators to hospitals instead of what's happening now, which is we don't know where they are. They're not telling us the truth. The president of Mass General here in Massachusetts is asking people to start 3D printing masks at home, and Trump and Pence daily just sort of stumble around about, we're mobilizing this resource, we are bringing this online, we are requesting production. Everything happened 4 to 5 weeks late. Early January, you immediately ask private industry, which Trump loves. He loves private industry. He always talks about it. You immediately go to private industry and you say, develop a rapid test now, and also develop an antibody test. We are not using an antibody test here in the United States. This is important to figure out who has already had it. So many people now believe they had mild cases of this. Imagine if we could know that, just hypothetically, 5% of the population has already had this and has recovered, mild or asymptomatic cases. It's really important to know that. We don't have an antibody test. You could have months ago pushed private industry to develop that. And also you immediately say, let's start testing treatments now. So instead of now wondering, would chloroquine and azithromycin work? Is it safe? What about Avigan? What about remdesivir? You start doing that in late January, early February. Trump said to Anthony Fauci over the weekend, wouldn't you have liked to have had 2 more months on this? You could have had them. We are 8 to 10 weeks behind on just about all of this stuff at this point in time. Also, by late January, you got to shut down the China flights. Trump didn't do it until February. You can also, Trump's clueless, and appointing Pence late is idiocy. In January, you bring on a COVID czar. I would suggest Ronald Klain. This was Obama's Ebola czar. Look him up on Twitter. That would have been a great person to appoint. And realistically, you do the Europe flight bans in February instead of March 12th. Trump didn't do it until March 12th. Very, very late. By the end of February, you need a national stay-at-home order. It may be coming eventually. We don't know. Every day lost is a tragedy. Here in Massachusetts, we got not a shelter in place, but guidelines about no school, takeout only at restaurants, etc. We got that on March 15th, starting the 17th. Every day you lose, we see how it affects the curves. And Trump doing that at the end of February would have really prevented a lot of what we're now dealing with. Also, you have to negotiate.
Yeah.
Somebody's out there. What do you want? Find a way home! Yes! Oh, bastard! Oh! One, 2, 3, 7, 6, 4, 5, 11, 2, 1, 2, 10, 3, 5, 8, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1.
Okay, fella. Yeah.
It's all over, you dumb bastard.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, easy. Okay, fella.
Now, keep this to yourself. I've been taking a hand at moonshine.
Hello, ma'am.
Howdy do.
Hi there.
Hello.
If you don't mind me saying, you look lovely today.
Oh,
I am.
how do you do?
You know a good place, get some food?
I really don't know.
Hey there, partner. Hello. Excuse me, madam, behind you.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Happy as can be.
Gentlemen.
Hey there. You know, McAllister left to die in the street. Nobody did nothing.
Hell has nothing on this place.
Hello, mister. Hey there.
Howdy.
Hey there.
Hey,
Got any idea what time it is? You know,
Sorry,
when
can't
you
help
have
you.
one of those days. Just wish today was over already.
I've been there.
That's all right. Sorry to intrude.
See you around.
Just back off.
You ain't worth a fart in the wind.
You do not want to mess with me.
Can't a woman get no respite around here?
You should be ashamed.
Hey, look out.
And what exactly is your problem?
What's gotten into you?
Shut up,
Leave me in peace.
you goddamn moron.
I ain't staying here.
Get the hell away from me.
Get the hell away from me! God damn it.
Hello, sir.
Partner?
Oh, do you have the time there?
I got no clue.
Okay, thanks anyway.
Goodbye.
Out of the way!
Hey, don't mind me.
I'm only kidding around.
Lucky for
Sorry. No, I'll stop it now.
Why aren't you?
Sorry. I'll stop messing with you now. Okay. I really am done now.
The hell? Shit!
Good move. Relax!
For the love of God, help!
Watch where you're going. Move next time.
What did I do to you? I can't take this.
Aw, calm down, tough guy.
Damn it to hell!
Heard another place. Well, I was truly shocked.
Easy there.
Help me! Anybody! No, God, no!
Come on, mister. I was only playing. What's your... Aside from smelling funny.
Finding swamp rats in the crossing, having a regular feast day is. Well, these things happen. Incredible.
I know, right?
Move!
Ooh, caught me off guard right there.
I know.
Oh, I may need to lie down after this.
Get me out of here.
Hey, Let me see that ugly mug.
Hey, now where's your manners?
Oh, yeah. Even worse than I thought.
Why don't you back off?
Think you're tough, do you?
Don't do nothing, I'm going.
Who let the simpleton out of the asylum?
Someone, get the hell away from me!
Yeah, get out of here!
Oh, for Christ's sake!
You pathetic
For
sack of
Christ's
shit!
sake, help me!
Even the sight of you enrages me!
Oh, hell.
Fish on the line.
Oh, my God! Help me! Please, God! For Christ's sake, help me! It's like it didn't happen, I swear.
My tea.
This can't be happening!
So, what do you got for me?
God damn it!
Shit, what the hell you doing?
Calm down.
Yeah, keep on moving. Keep on.
Hey, move it! Get out of my sight!
You. This is your final warning.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you cold. Son of
Can I help you there?
Sure. Those supposed to be my business partners here. They arranged a meeting, I believe, about some horses.
A fellow with a scar and a Mexican.
Yes, sir.
Out by the stables.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day now.
Like you.
You don't know me. You turn up in this town, and you're helping everybody. And everywhere, there's troubles.
And have you met my partner, Arthur Morgan?
No?
I met your son, the sheriff.
Okay.
Mr. Gray here was saying how he had problems with a family of degenerates.
Oh, well, nobody likes degenerates.
Hag and her inbred sons. They ruined this county. They killed my uncle, you know.
That ain't right.
Problem is, we can't be seen to get too close.
And?
We've got gold, Yankee. We've got gold.
I ain't no Yankee, friend. I ain't nothing. My daddy came over on the boat from Scotland.
I'm Scottish.
And the Braithwaites?
Goddamn peasants. I don't know. Mongrels. Slave fuckers. All you gotta do is look at them.
How much gold?
Enough. These are prized horses I'm talking about. Them, they'll get you 5,000.
5,000 for horses.
Easy.
Where do we sell them, these $5,000 horses?
Over in Clemens Cove. Fellow over there will run them out of state and give you 50 cents on the dollar.
Mister, you got yourself a deal.
Just keep us away from this. Publicly, I mean.
My sense is we keep all horse wrestling away from the public.
Go to the stables on the south side of the manor. That's where they keep the thoroughbreds.
Ha! Passing you.
Go on.
Crazy old fool.
You should see the Braithwaite woman.
Hosea and Sean were planning on going over to the Braithwaites. You haven't seen them?
No, not yet. If they're there already, they better keep their heads down. We don't need this to be any more complicated than it already is.
$5,000 for horses. We've been robbing the wrong folk all these years.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if we get even a third of that, it'll be worth it.
So how are we gonna play this?
The place is well guarded, so there ain't no point in blasting in there. We'll make them think we're there looking to purchase.
3 armed men?
You'd be armed if you were about to spend 5,000 on horses. We should go in the back way, though. Avoid too many questions. Careful. There's a guard.
I'll speak to him, okay?
All right, then.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're here to see about some horses.
Horses?
Yeah, we had an appointment with Mr. Braithwaite, I believe.
Yeah, I never heard about any of this.
Our partner wanted to make a significant investment in some stables down here. But perhaps we should look elsewhere.
Well, okay then. Look, head on up to the stables. Someone will come see you.
Yeah.
That's it. Nice and easy. No need to rush. We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention. All right. I think that's the stables just up ahead. Heads down, play cool. We'll head around the front, hitch up there. All right, let's hitch up here. Let me do the talking. Hello there.
Can I help you, boys?
I hope so. Heard you got some horses.
We always got horses.
Fine horses, I mean.
I don't get you, friend.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
Listen, why don't you get out of here? You, Scarface, and your greaser buddy.
Whoa!
I don't like officials.
We ain't officials. We're connoisseurs, looking to do some breedings. Come on now, partner.
Okay, fine. Follow me. These here's mainly the studs available for purchase or for working. If that's what you're interested in. What is you boys interested in?
We represent a famous stable and stud farm from Saratoga.
Is that so?
Unofficially.
Of course. This here's Cerberus. Here you go, boy. Cerberus is a real reliable stud. Fathered many a race winner. This one's Old Faithful. He was a champion, briefly, till he hurt his leg, didn't you, boy? Amazing runner, though. He's up for sale for a decent price.
Greaser, huh?
Okay, bandana's on. Don't need nobody recognizing us.
All right, I'll grab the white one in the middle. You get the other two. Relax, boy. Come on.
Good boy.
Whoa, easy.
Easy now. Easy. It's okay.
Marston, you're gonna tether him up to Javier's horse.
Okay.
Javier, you're gonna lead the stallions. Marston, you ride point. I'll cover up the back. If there's any problems, we regroup at Clemens Cove.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's go, quick!
Go, get out of here. I got the back.
What the hell you doing? Stop! We're being robbed! I said stop these men! Stop!
Yeah.
Look out ahead! They're coming out of the fields! There's a gap in the fence. We can get out that way. Let's try to lose them in the trees.
Think we're clear?
No, look out! There's more of them on the road!
see any more of them?
No, don't think so.
All right, let's get these horses to Clemens Cove quick before we run into any more trouble.
Whoa, you okay there, boy?
Shit! One of the stallions is loose. Keep going. I'll get him. There we go. Yeah. Hey, hey. Yeah. Whoa. Gotcha. Come on now. Yep. Hey now.
Hey, Morgan!
Come here.
Over here! You got him. Well done. Clemens Cove's just over there. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Easy.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
That'll be on my gravestone. You think they look like they're paying $5,000 for horses?
I guess we'll see.
Come here.
What you boys want?
Heard you pay good prices for horses.
Oh, we'll buy more or less anything, Pop.
That so?
Sure, Pop. I'm Clay Davies. That's my brother Clive. We're twins.
John, Arthur, Javier.
So what are you? Cuban?
No,
I don't like Cubans.
that's so.
Maybe. Why, what do you care? You ain't Cuban.
Maybe I like Cubans.
Ooh, you're funny. He's funny. Ain't he funny, Clive? Clive don't talk. We're twins, but I was born first. He came out all yellow and black, but he's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I know these horses. They ain't yours, but I like you, and I can give you 650 for them.
I was told we could get up to $5,000 for them.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears. Only it ain't true. Not one little bit.
But
I like you boys, but I ain't got more than 700 on me. You want it, or you want to ride them fellers into town, and maybe someone there'll hang you?
We're gonna need more than that.
I ain't got no more money, Pop. Here, take it or leave it. Uh-huh.
all right.
You goddamn fool, Marston.
Ain't no one round here got $5,000, boys, but nice meeting you. See you boys again, I hope. Come on, yeah. Close the gate, Clive.
Believed a yarn spun us by one of that Gray family, and imagined we was gonna be wonderfully rich. At the end of it, we felt like prize idiots. Good work on that bank job.
Loved every minute.
How are you, boy? Yep. Yeah. Easy, easy. Yeah. You okay, boy? Good. Howdy! Hey, partner. Hey there. Hey, fellas. I have a meeting with Mrs. Braithwaite. My associates are already here.
All right,
Looks like hard work.
What they pay me for.
Damn. Wish I could trade my shit-stained mare in for yours.
Ah, please come in, sir. This way, sir. A gentleman to see you, ma'am.
So, your friend, the other liquor vendor. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Arthur, welcome. We were just playing cribbage. Arthur Morgan, Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
Nice to see you again.
Apparently. So this one, he is big and as dumb as he looks?
Well, he's surely big, but his intelligence is a matter of some conjecture. Some say he is as dumb as he looks, but I think, well, he's not quite that dumb.
So these are the boys going to Caliga Hall?
Yes, we can take care of that for you, but one hates to be coarse. There is the question of money.
Oh, we've got money, Mr. Matthews.
Paper, bonds, metal.
She ain't gonna pay you with a certified check, you Yankee numbskull.
Ain't childbirth just the most beautiful miracle? Seems a lady can birth monkeys, after all.
Can I drive?
Nope.
Come on, we need to go. Ready? Let's get out of here.
You was quiet in there.
Took everything I had. That son of hers. I'll shove that silver spoon down his throat and pull it clean out of his arse. A smug fucker.
Okay. So what's she got us doing at the Gray's place?
She wants us to torture tobacco fields. Said they ain't had rain in weeks round here.
What?
Yep, using that back there.
Moonshine?
Burns faster than kerosene, that stuff. Said it'd be fitting, she did. All I'm thinking is how about I try fitting my boot up your hook now, you snotty old bitch.
Hosea really picked the right fella for tea at the manor, didn't he?
Ah, he was giving it his usual flannin'. One of these families got gold stashed somewhere, he reckons. I mean, I'm all for sticking it to rich folks. I hate rich folks. There really better be some bloody money at the end of all this.
Hosea knows what he's doing.
Does he, though? The master finagler of nothing.
Easy, easy.
So far, we've destroyed the Braithwaite still. Tried to sell the shine back to them. Now we're on this fool's errand, which I'm very much looking forward to, by the way. They was saying Old Man Gray's double security after that business at the saloon.
We just robbed their horses, too.
That was you? Jesus.
So, we're just gonna drive on in there, is that it?
Don't worry, I got a plan. Wagons go in and out of there all the time with supplies, equipment, payroll. Especially now they've taken on all that extra muscle. We're making a delivery, that's all. What are you doing? See, I said I should drive. Just leave it to me. I can talk a dog off a meat wagon.
All right, then.
A second. Are you not worried about them Greys, English?
Excuse me?
You not worried about them Greys?
In what sense?
Well, they knows you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You know what? Here, I'll go hiding back. If you can act naturally and stop us from getting into a fight before we're ready.
I will try.
Yes. Try and do an impression of a human being.
I'm not going to go that far. of sight. I'll do the talking.
Hey, hold him right there.
Easy.
What you want, boy?
There was a thing at the saloon.
What you talking about?
Well, I'm delivering the supplies.
You're not the usual driver.
You want a bottle, friend? Here. Have a wee drop. I'm new. I mean you no harm. I've come from Donegal, in Ireland.
You don't say.
Yeah. They said you'd understand. Some kind of incident at the saloon in town. I was told to bring this up here. Ask no questions, I'll tell you no lies, sort of business. Before the officials got there, they said.
Okay. Drive this way. I'll show you how to get there.
Oh, thank you, friend. Have a drink, Sean.
Hamish.
Good to meet you, Hamish. Fine bit of country you've got here. Not as fine as Connemara, but fine nonetheless.
My people come from Scotland.
Is that right? Then you and I are nearly brothers.
Just over here. Straight down the path here. It's getting so I can barely keep track of all these deliveries coming in.
Yeah, and they said they was looking for more drivers in town. I jumped at the chance. I never been a feller to kick a bit of honest work out of bed. So, you folks been having a hard time of it, have you?
Yeah, Mr. Gray's got a heap of problems right now with another family around here. Bunch of covetous lowdowns trying to sabotage his livelihood. Disgusting.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Hamish. Sounds like you definitely deserve that drink.
You don't know the half. Just in there.
Right you are.
You can unload it here.
In here? Oh, the horse is like a swift one, do they?
Excuse me?
Nothing. It's grand. Quite a place you boys have got here. Reminds me of one of them big houses out in Donegal. Real fancy places they was, Hamish. Real fancy. Because if some folks, for the money, they can build quite the fanciest places imaginable, eh? Well, the average... Hold up until it gets there.
How you getting on?
Good. Nearly got these things ready.
Okay. There's plenty of guards out there. Here's how I feel we should deal with things. You head over to the dry barn.
Sure. And you?
I'm gonna deal with the fields themselves. We coat everything in moonshine, and then we light things up with these little fellers here. Thankfully, it ain't rained, and that old barn over there should go up like a torch.
How many of these boys you think you need?
This should do it. Let's head out the back. Look, once they get wind of us, there'll be no turning back, so move quickly.
Of course. I'm rebel stock, boy. I was born burning down manor houses.
We'll burn quietly.
Quiet. There's someone coming on the left.
Oh, hey. Well, I thought the wagon already arrived.
This one didn't.
Strange. So, what you got there?
Tools, payroll.
Okay. Drop it by the supply shed at the back of the fields.
Sure. See you later.
You hear that? Payroll.
Yeah. Let's get this job done first, okay?
I'll take care of this fella. Come on. You douse the fields. I'll meet you at the barn.
Try to stay out of trouble. Enough for here. That should do it.
It's gonna be a long night.
That's good. That's good for here.
Or you give this a quick dousing as well. Think she'll go, Arthur? Light her up. I'll give you $4. Look at that! Yeah! Now let's burn those bloody fields to the ground.
Somebody shoot him already!
You ain't getting that. We'll hold this lot off. You get those to get property going.
You pay for this! got company. Look out!
Let's go!
More men up ahead! There goes our rider! Out of here!
You ain't getting away with him!
Almost!
They seem to be taking it well.
This is a goddamn mess. Got a hit!
The wagon we saw coming earlier. We can nick the horses from that.
All right, where is it?
This way. Look out! Here come more of them. Come on! Shit! More of the bastards! Drag for it! Look out!
They didn't tell you there'd be an army of them?
They didn't tell me nothing.
No way out of here. One gets
All right, let's steal some horses from the stables. Get out of here.
Damn it! No, we got trouble. Hey, company.
Where are these bastards coming from? I'll kill every last one of you. Wing! They seem to be taking it well. Look out! There's more of them! You ain't getting them! We're there! Here we go!
They didn't tell you there'd be an army of them?
They didn't tell me nothing!
Hosea better get us paid real well for this.
Bloody right!
Shit. Now those horses are bolting.
This is what it's all about, huh?
Glad you're having fun.
That supply wagon that came in had horses.
Go on then, lead the way.
Look out! Here come more of them!
You ain't leaving here!
Hold you more of the bastards! We got a flag mark on you, boy. All right, let's steal some horses from the stables and get out of here.
we got trouble. Take your...
This bloody madness! Come on! Look out! There's more of them!
Those horses are bolted.
That supply wagon that came in had horses.
Go on then, lead the way.
Jesus! There's more of them! Somebody shoot them already! Will you help me out here? They seem to be taking a while.
This is a goddamn mess.
I got the right hand! Come on! Look out! Here come more of them! This way!
They didn't tell you there'd be an army of them?
They didn't tell me nothing. I want them dead now. Them? Hate to kill you. Stay with me.
Hosea better get us paid real well for this.
Bloody right.